Hey, hello, what's up guys? Yes, it's me again. I came back to my YouTube video and then because it's the next day, alright? Okay, here I am and then I'm trying to talk about something in English in front of my camera. Okay, so anyway, yes, today I want to talk about something that, these days especially, I feel that, I'm talking about learning English, but, the inputs are way more important than the output. In my case, I think these days, especially these days, strongly I think so, but in my case, listening to English is much more important than just doing the speaking practice like I'm doing right now. Because yes, speaking practice is very, very important also, because we are trying to know how to learn English, so we need to practice speaking. But I think this way very strongly that input is much more important actually than speaking. I mean than the output, that is speaking. So yes. I've been trying to learn English, how to speak English for the last 1 year and 7 months now, right? And the first 1 year, and I was spending most of my spare time just simply listening to English. That means I'm just simply watching YouTube video and then just simply listening to English. And then actually I'm doing that for the first 1 year, and that was when I felt that drastic change in my English speaking skill, and I could feel the change that my English speaking skill, and I think that my English speaking skill improved dramatically during this 1 year period, right? But at the end of February this year, yes, after 1 year doing that, and then 7 months ago, February this year, I got this job, and then my job was to talk to our customers in English. So I thought that maybe I should practice and make my English sound better, so that I could be a better speaker. So that's the reason why, instead of I'm spending most of my spare time just listening to English, but I started to use most of my spare time doing the shadowing instead of just listening to English, because I wanted to improve. I just want to make my English sound better. That is why, and I thought that maybe if I do the shadowing every day, as long as possible, I thought maybe that would improve my speaking, sound, better. But that's the reason why I switched to use my time to on the shadowing instead of just listening to English, right? But after February this year, because I was doing the shadowing, right, and little by little I start feeling that English doesn't come out, naturally, like it did before, during this 1 year when I'm just simply listening to English. I felt that, after I started doing the shadowing, and after I started spending most of my time, doing the shadowing, my English just doesn't come out naturally as it did before, and I was a little bit surprised, because when I do the shadowing, I'm listening to English right at the same time. So I thought that maybe I could improve my speaking and also that improve my listening comprehension at the same time. But the reality is that it didn't work that way. Instead, that I feel that I just can't speak English as good as before, as good as I could, as good as I could, while I'm doing only the shadowing. So I think that my brain and ear, as I said, work as like an active filter, right? So most of the English words phrases just go in one ear and out the other. But while I'm listening, some of the English words or phrases expressions stick to my brain, and those information stored somewhere maybe deep inside my brain. And when I try to speak in English, that my brain kind of like automatically retrieve those information, store the information, and then speaking. So I think that is why that I could speak more naturally, and then my English just comes out more naturally because I have enough memory stored in my head, even though my brain is doing it, I'm doing it unconsciously because I never actually try to learn anything, but my brain is kind of like learning, by just listening to English, right? But after I start to use most of the time just doing the shadowing, and then I little by little, as I said, I feel that English, it comes out much, a little, it's a little by gradual thing, but a little by little I feel that the English doesn't come out naturally like it did. And then I think that my brain, it's kind of like a water fountain, water fountain, this, right? So yes, it's like that, because if I keep receiving like a rain or rain shower, or if I keep receiving that water, that is English, and then I could keep my level of water, on my water fountain, sufficient enough to speak more naturally, keep on speaking, I could have that, flow of the water, continuously without stopping or something. But if I don't receive any rainfall, or we don't have any, if I don't receive any supply of water, from somewhere, then little by little my water level, my English level will just get lower, right? So once that I have a lack of water, English, in my water fountain system, sometimes water just doesn't come out. Sometimes that my nozzle will clog, and that the water won't come out. I would have those kind of stuff. So yes, I think my brain is like a water fountain. So that's what is happening to me, I think. So from now on, I'm trying to do that. I'm gonna try to spend more time on just simply listening to English. I'm gonna limit that time that I'm gonna spend to do the shadowing. Instead, I'm gonna use that most of the time, trying to use that. Just simply watching YouTube video, just simply listening to English, right? So I think that our brain, it's kind of like a computer, right? And the computer has a processor installed inside, and each processor has that capacity or maximum ability, how much the information our brain processor can process is really limited. So if I try to do the shadowing, I am using the most of the capacity, to orally, making the English sound instead of my brain. So yes, because of that, I use up my capacity of my brain, my processor, just making the sound, so that I have a very limited capacity to get to make the memory, to store the memory of the English sound of phrases, and stick to my head, that's why, because that I feel that that way. I feel that my English just doesn't come out naturally, because I'm using up all of my capacity, just trying to orally speak in English. Yes, it's I think it's a very good, physically, if I even trying to train myself to make the English sounds. Shadowing is very good, but if I try to learn something from just listening to it, I think that I thought maybe I should, spend most of my capacity just trying to understand them, so that I could more words and phrases stick to my brain. And then if I want to speak, I can read with those information in order, to speak. So yes, as I said, I'm gonna try to switch the way that I'm gonna spend my time, so that I'm gonna use more time on just simply to listening, just watching watching YouTube video, and then I'm gonna spend less time on doing the shadowing every day, right? So yes, yes, I'm gonna try to do that from now on, and I'm gonna keep you updated, what kind of change I could feel, by doing that. Yes. So yes, okay, yes, thank you very much again for watching my YouTube video, and I'm gonna see you, of course, tomorrow, right? Okay, thank you, bye.